Keith is officially old enough to yell at kids to get off his lawn, and we discover it's only a matter of time before your houseplants come to kill you. Does anyone actually listen to this crap? Ishkabibble! All that and more on this week's episode of...
Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour. Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
Hello, one and all. It is yet another week of Another Wasted Hour. Thank you so much for joining us. We're in the doldrums of summer. It is very, very warm. We've got storms rolling through at all times. I'm going to go play some Frisbee later, just so you guys know. Nice. I know that, yeah, that's impressive. If you ever want to get the ladies, just tell them you're going to play Frisbee later. As you probably know, you're listening to Another Wasted Hour. The next hour of your life, instead of being productive and useful, will be replaced by two ignorant, uninformed, ill-advised, self-deprecating morons ranting about opinions they have no right to have, which are probably wrong and absolutely do not matter.
That was high school.
Yeah. Our goal here at Another Wasted Hour is to convince you that where we hail from, just outside Washington, D.C., is not just a city of politics and scandals, but one brimming with art, music, and culture, as impossible as that may seem. So listeners, now that you know why you're here, right across from me, this is the closest I've actually ever been to a real life Jett. Jett Bailey is here in studio.
Woo!
Welcome. I'm glad to have you. And you brought a friend. Who's your friend?
This is Manny Parks. This is my business partner.
Nice.
Best friend.
Manny, welcome also to the show.
Thank you.
So what do you guys have in common? We know you're our artist of the week, right? You brought us a track. You call it Energy. It's from your
Energy,
EP. For the Ride that came out in June.
Yep.
Right. We're gonna have actually a sample of that a little bit later. And if you cannot wait and you're just like, I have to hear this tune, fast forward to the 1 hour mark of this show and you can listen to the entire thing uninterrupted. Come back and join us. But you surprised me with Manny here. You guys walked in. I was like, oh, there's a bunch of new people. So so how do you know Manny?
I actually met him at work.
Okay.
We work at Nordstrom.
Nice.
And we're in the shoe department.
So you got good shoes.
We got some good taste. Some good taste.
And you guys are part of the same like art collective is what you guys were saying, right?
Yeah, it's called the Bummy Codes.
Okay. And what does that entail?
The Bummy Code is a group of separate entities.
So not the same band or anything. That's not a band name.
Exactly.
It's different separate artists.
There's members in the Bummy Code who are part of the band.
Sure.
So like our keyboard player, he's a part of the Bummy Code.
Okay. But he does like independent work as well, right?
Exactly.
Independent music.
And you don't necessarily have to be a singer or a rapper or play an instrument or anything like that. You can be a NASCAR driver if you wanted to be. You know, as long as you're passionate, you could be a podcaster if you wanted to be.
I mean, I am a podcaster.
Exactly. So as long as you're passionate about it.
I'm pretty passionate.
It seems like you're passionate. So
I'm just saying, if you're looking for passion.
Exactly. So that's what the Bummy Code's all about.
If you're looking for someone who's passionate, you should check out Adam.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
What?
He's
I have a good question though. Who is in charge of the DMV musicians page on Facebook?
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So you play any instruments?
I do. I did for years. I was in a band called the Dreamscapes Project for 17 years.
Wow. Cool.
Went up and down the East Coast and just failed miserably.
Nice.
Yeah, like all good musicians do, right?
You gave it a good try though.
I did.
You know, that's
Put out a
what's
lot
up.
of good albums for a band that failed.
Yeah,
Wow,
5
that's what's
albums, and I took that dream and I held it in my hand and then crushed it in little bits and just smashed it and then burned it. And then I was like, I guess I'll go get an office job.
Man, that sounds terrible.
I know, right? Welcome to getting old. Manny, it's going to be a rough ride.
No, I don't receive that, man. I don't receive that. I'll take a beard, though. That's a nice beard.
Thank you. You should. I cut it. When the Caps won their cup, it was long. I had it super long.
I saw.
Yeah,
I
and
saw
so
in the
now
pictures.
it's like trimmed up and it looks like I'm professional at least a little bit.
Nice.
Before it looked like I was homeless just a little bit.
We spent so much time together, as you can tell.
We just said nice at the same
twice
time.
at the same time.
Crazy.
That's good though. You got friends who are supporting you. You got a big show coming up at Milk Boy Art House on Thursday, August 2nd in College Park, Maryland. This is the first time you're ever headlining.
Yes.
So that's a big deal, right?
Very big deal. Very
There's
excited.
that moment like in a career where you're like, this is before this date, I was always an opener, and then after this date, I've been a headliner. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is like 6 years, like in the making. So
Oh, that's
it's like,
great.
It's a big deal for me and him too.
Yeah.
it's kind of cool when you hit those moments in time in your life, right? Where before that moment, you're one thing, and then after that moment, you're the other. The other times that happens is like, have you ever made like a really big purchase? That also does it. Like if you get a new car and like they dangle those keys and they're like, here's your new
Boom,
car.
man.
And you're
Yeah.
like, I'm a guy with a car now.
Right.
I don't have to borrow my mom's car. This is totally different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adam
Yeah.
just got a house recently.
Nice.
Congrats,
what was that feeling like when you like sign up all the paperwork and they like drop the keys in front of you and you know you have a house now?
Well, actually, I didn't get that key jangling experience.
What? What
Because
happened?
man.
the seller never actually showed up to closing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You should
So we-
demand for it to happen again.
Yeah, no, we were there for like 2 hours wondering where this guy was, and finally like, just go. You own the house now. All the paperwork's signed. We know where the keys are. Just go.
Wow.
It's like, I don't get the full experience.
Damn.
You
Yeah,
should track
yeah.
him down and be like, hand me these keys.
Redo.
Yeah, for real. You need that redo, man. Like you need that proper experience, that closure. You know?
Have you guys had this? Like, have you bought like a car or something and had them like drop the keys in
I
front of you?
just
and
got
they're
a brand new C250 Mercedes Benz
What?
out front. So
Well, the headlining's going really well for you.
it's going pretty
Damn.
well. It's going pretty well.
All right.
Things are good.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, that feeling where you're like, hey, this is my thing now. Like, I
Yeah,
own this.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
I have the opposite of that, and I never realized this is the case. Now I own a home, and I bought cars before, but recently I bought land. I went out to West Virginia. I found some land, and I was like, "This is cool. Just trees, no houses or anything." I was like, "I'm gonna go camp here, and I'm gonna
Nice.
do like, have you heard of Minecraft?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like adult Minecraft, right? I'm just gonna,
Right. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
till it?
use like a real pick and a real shovel, and I'm gonna make, I don't know, like dirt houses. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Honestly, no clue. All I know is that I can do it.
Yeah,
Right?
Sure. It's
Wait,
yours.
what you're going to do is try to avoid all the exploding animals I'm going to release on your property every night.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I know what I'm gonna do between now and next July, and that is build something that I can hide in when my friends find out that all the fireworks are legal in West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're gonna come and like put fireworks like in their butts and light them in
Yes.
this, and I'm gonna go in this bunker because you're all gonna die, and I don't want to be a part of this.
How many acres is the land?
40 acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, 40 acres. So that's like big enough. That's enough to put like 2 or 3 CVS receipts on.
I feel like every time you hear something about like land, it's always 40 acres. You know?
Right. Yeah,
It's so funny.
I'm one mule away from being really offensive.
right.
I was ever since you said that, I said the 40 hours, I was praying you weren't going to go there, but I should have known better.
I admitted it was offensive, okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's great. It's great.
It was a dark time in our history. We don't want to go there. But that's the thing. I didn't get that experience because when you buy land, right, there's nothing. Right? So you get to the table and you like sign their stuff and they're like, there you go.
They don't put some grass in your
Yours.
hand. No
Yeah,
dirt.
here's a picture.
No,
Have fun chasing
Yeah,
the kids and
sprinkle
weed farmers out of there.
some soil.
What was that, Adam?
I said, they just say like, here's your land. Have fun chasing the horny teenagers and the weed farmers off your property every summer.
You know what I found out? This is how messed up our world is. I didn't realize this until just recently. Because now I own land, and the lawyers and stuff. When I bought the land, right, they were like, "Hey, you own land now. Great job." They said you will probably want to get liability insurance, and I was like,
Oh.
I mean, I know that I'm gonna mess some stuff up, but
Yeah.
like that's my own fault. Like I don't understand why I would need liability insurance. If somebody illegally trespasses on your land,
Yep.
and then like fucks themselves up, they can sue you.
Yeah.
For real?
Which
Yeah,
is
they
so
can.
weird.
Yeah, that's whack.
Like we have a little pond, and if somebody were to like,
America.
yeah, right.
right.
Yeah,
if
for
someone were
sure.
to like get drunk and be like, I'm gonna go on this land that isn't mine and I have no right to be on, and then fell in a pond that's not very deep and then drown, their family could be like, we have to sue you now.
Yeah.
And I want to be like, there are a lot of things that went wrong that weren't me. Like that guy drowned in a very little pond, was super drunk, and was on land he shouldn't have been on.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't going to last long, right?
Right.
He was already slated to die. We just found out when, right?
That's wild to me.
Yeah, so that's the case though. I didn't even realize, and like it's especially so if you have like a pond, because then it's like, well, kids love ponds. I'm like, yeah, but they shouldn't be allowed to go in your pond and murder themselves and
Make sure
blame
you have
you.
like some like barbed wire fences up.
Right.
I mean, even
Private
still,
property.
even
Yeah, but then they'll die on the barbed wire. It's your fault.
Man.
trying to get to the
It was on
pond.
the exterior though, so that doesn't count as your property.
Put it on other people's property. I just buried some mines on your property to keep people off of my property.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, that's crazy.
And then you got to declare DMZ with your neighbors. It just gets to be a whole thing.
Yeah, it's really, really tricky. But here's the thing. If you guys ever need a really large vacant lot to throw a concert in the middle of West Virginia,
We know who to call.
yeah, I got you.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice. I'm gonna have sex on your land. No, I'm kidding.
You may have already done it.
Yeah, I have.
Stop planting your seeds, man. Fuck.
Gotta
He's
plan
like,
it.
I'm sowing my seeds. Like, oh God, you're literally doing it to the earth.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
God, that's
indeed.
not what that means.
Indeed.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Like I said, we've got a big show Thursday, August 2nd at Milk Boy Art House in College Park, Maryland. If you want to find out more and keep in touch with Jett Bailey, go up to www.instagram.com, Jett Bailey with 2 T's.
Yes.
Very important.
Very important.
Jett Bailey 301. And if you were a member of that elite cult of people who are currently watching his Instagram, you'd be seeing this show live, I think. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
We're up on Instagram right now. So hello, Instagrammers.
Hello.
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
We will we'll probably get their insight on some things here a little later in the show.
Cool.
Without further ado, though, what we want to do is we already know that you're Cults of Personality on Instagram, right? We know that you are the members of a very important art cult that has race car drivers and podcast members in it.
Exactly.
But I don't know if you guys have ever put on the shoes of a CEO, a editor-in-chief of a brand new publication, because that's what we have to do tonight. Are you guys good with this?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it, man.
This may be a soiree into something that you end up doing the rest of your life. We don't know. You might be media moguls, and it all started here on Another Wasted Hour.
Everything changes, you know?
It could.
Is that
Yeah.
better or
Yeah.
worse than I met my wife on Tinder?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a terrible.
Yeah.
I was literally,
How'd you get your
Horrible
business
question.
start? I was on a podcast in some dude's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He had a beard. And so I fucked the ground he walked on. So you can tell us where in the publication it will be, if it gets in or not. But most importantly, at the end of this, we're going to need a name for this publication. So keep that in mind. All right.
Okay.
So without further ado, Adam, let's get us started.
All right, so right now we're at the height of summer, and I'm sure everyone out there is listening that, they probably want to have at least one more backyard barbecue or cookout or something like that before the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You're probably going to have burgers and dogs and chips. But might I suggest sticking to potato chips for the near future, because firefighters battle spontaneous combustion of tortilla chips.
What?
Wow.
That's right.
Oh, God, that's dangerous.
Wow.
Yep. And
Did
Austin,
they throw salsa on it? Is that how you put out that fire?
Well, what would be better though, mild salsa or spicy salsa, or would that even make a difference?
Spicy all day. Spicy all day. It
like
does make a
spicy
difference.
salsa would fuel the fire.
It burns
does
in
make a
2
difference.
ways.
Yeah.
No, it's an unnamed factory in Austin, Texas, was experimenting with new ways to preserve and shelve tortilla chips. When, but thankfully they were stored outside, pallets just started combusting.
Wow.
What
they
were
had-
these experiments? Let's just storm in gasoline, people.
It does not say.
We're just gonna stack these tortilla chips around these fireworks.
That's terrible.
Then a couple pallets went up when the police arrived. Like only a couple pallets, but as they were putting out those 2 pallets, more were just lighting on fire across the lot.
That's crazy.
freaking out. As a fireman, if you see tortilla chips start combusting around you, you start thinking, I'm not good at my job. right? Like,
Nah, man, it would probably make me hungry, to be honest. You know?
you like the hot chili ones from like Doritos, right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
it. Yeah. So the spicy, you'd be like, these
Yes.
are some hot chips. I want some of these.
I'm just hungry. I'm actually hungry right now.
You're hungry right now.
I'm not hungry. Yes.
All right, so this is good. It's a public service announcement, right?
There we
Don't
go.
put all of your tortillas in one basket.
Nah, not at all.
But is it news?
It's funny news, but no, it's not news. It doesn't make the
Not
cut.
news.
Yeah, it doesn't make the cut.
Oh my goodness, Adam, you're usually really close to 100%, and you've slipped this week.
I still got 3 more.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Starting off easy.
I totally forgot to do the first weather report thing. I'm not good at this. I'm not a professional.
That's
Just
all
so you know.
If you're nice to me, I'll put it back in post.
Hey, that's the good thing about having an engineer on staff.
Nice.
Speaking about on staff, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if that wood was actually a truck that could truck wood and was owned by Republican Speaker of the House Paul Ryan?
Wow.
Yo,
It's a
what?
classic childhood
Yo.
nursery rhyme.
Oh my goodness.
In this week at an event hosted by the Economic Club of Washington, D.C., Paul Ryan admitted that his car had been eaten by animals. Quote. That was a quote.
Nice.
When put on a lift, mechanics found that a family of woodchucks had eaten so much of the Suburban, especially the wiring, that the vehicle was rendered completely useless.
Wow.
I mean, other than being a luxurious stationary home with delicious wiring.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck do woodchucks eat? Like in the wild, they're eating wires?
Wait, what vehicle was it?
The Suburban.
A Suburban.
Yeah.
A Suburban.
Wow.
Or for the woodchucks, it's an urban, I assume. Like,
Yeah, right.
that's the city life
Sure.
for them. But good news, getting out ahead of the issue, the Trump administration released a statement assuring the public that despite Ryan's claims, it seemed unlikely that the woodchucks were involved.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's...
What?
Well, the woodchucks said that they didn't do it. And so
Did they have pictures?
Trump
I
said-
see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah. So Trump
It took
said,
me a second.
he believes the woodchucks over Paul Ryan. So I don't know if his like car is necessarily news, but the fact that woodchucks can eat wiring for sustenance is amazing to me.
That is pretty interesting.
I don't know. My
actually,
dog
yeah.
used to pull the same trick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're like wire chucks at this point, aren't they? I don't know. So is it news?
I'm gonna let you take this one, Jett.
Because it's his show.
Just because it's weird.
I just think it's a weird situation.
Yeah.
So who is this news according to? Like who is it directed to?
So Paul Ryan, he's the Speaker of the House,
Right.
And he's the one that talked
Yeah.
about this in his
So
speech.
we want to
Right.
know
So-
what our brand is. Are we
Oh, what
speaking,
your brand
Are we
is.
speaking
Yeah.
that
That's
real
up-
news, or are we just making?
That's up to you. You got to sell these. I'm out of this one. So
I mean, I think it's
sold
an
you the
interesting story, and I think I enjoyed the story. So yes, it would be news.
News.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah. I'm ahead. We're a little competitive this year.
I can
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
All right. So Keith accidentally took the Florida man story I was going to use this week.
Wow.
I stole it from you.
Yep. So I had to rely on the only place in the world that can regularly out Florida.
Okay.
And that place is Japan.
Oh yeah.
Man dead after getting compressed air shot up butt. Coworker says it was a prank.
You don't even have to
News.
continue. That's news.
News.
That's news.
That's
It's news,
In
bro.
the second case this year of death by compressed air going up someone's ass rather than
Yeah.
out of their ass,
Yeah.
a Japanese factory worker died after a coworker pointed an air gun at his butt and fired. An hour later, the victim stated he was feeling ill and he was checked into a hospital where he later died.
Wow.
Oh my.
My question is, how
Jeez.
did this man let that other guy get so close to his asshole?
This is
no.
terrible.
Right.
That's
it
the
was
next
a,
part.
it was
Well,
a
the-
prank.
This is
Well,
a
no, the
travesty.
police quote that the air went through the man's pants and they suspect it was this which caused the injuries to his lungs, which caused death.
Wait, to his lungs.
Yes. Yes.
So
How
through
is
his
your
pants, which
asshole
means the guy was
connected to your
clothed.
lungs?
Yeah, the
I
guy
am
was
not a biology major, but I'm pretty sure the song didn't go like your elbow's connected to your arm
Butthole.
bone, and then your butthole's connected to your lungs. Like
Yeah.
that's not.
No, the quote makes me believe that the guy was fully clothed, just
Yeah.
working, and someone came up behind him and shot this air gun, which makes me wonder, Are we really such fragile beings that a compressed air shot through our pants will fatally damage our lungs? Or was this guy using the kind of air cannon that really has a better purpose being used as every high schooler's dream potato gun?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, facts.
Wow.
Big facts.
So this makes news.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it's a PSA. You know, kids do not.
No, it's more of just a pounds per square inch. That's
Well, that too.
It's a PSI.
It's everything. A PSI.
Yeah.
This is a PSA for a PSI. Like kids, don't do that. Like, yo, leave your asshole alone.
We need a PSA
Like, leave it alone
for that.
Apparently we do.
Yeah,
people in Japan are dying from
If you've
compressed air.
if you've listened to this show for like the last month, you'll know we need that, because we've had stories where like the Park Service has been like, please do not roast marshmallows on lava, right? And you're like,
Wow.
you should know that. Just don't do that. But yeah, that's what I think. What they did is they missed it. The guy wasn't wearing pants, right? But the person who pranked him was using a pant throwing gun. Like, you know, those shirt tossers, right? It's like
a
that.
T-shirt cannon.
Right. It was a shirt cannon, but with pants. And so when he fired it, now the guy had pants on.
Yeah.
And
probably what
fatal
happens.
lung damage.
Yeah,
That's
and
terrible.
fatal lung damage.
That sounds more realistic.
Do not use a shirt cannon close up. That's the thing.
Look, that's news.
If Ned Flanders' wife couldn't teach us that however many years ago, I don't know how we're going to learn that now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and the other thing we've
That was a
learned
deep cut reference.
is don't take compressed air and put it in your mouth. It'll
Yeah.
blow your asshole out.
Yes. Yes. It's very important.
It's all connected.
Very
all right.
important.
So is it news?
Oh,
Yes.
it's news.
All right.
It makes it.
Woohoo!
Moving
I've tied it
on.
up.
1v1. Let's get it.
Brian Morrison, who is a man who could not grasp the concept of reserved seating, had enough when Terry Honore, the third person to ask Brian to move out of their reserved seats, pointed out the error of Brian's ways. Brian replied, I should be able to sit where I want, while I assume flexing his testicles. Then he proceeded to then, I sit where I want. I literally paid for those seats. Whatever. I'll sit where I want.
Look at my nuts. They're on the floor
Yeah.
right now.
Look at this. I can lift
Beautiful.
250 with these sons of bitches.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. They don't have a name for that, but for women they do. I think it's called a snatch and grab. So, what?
Damn.
That's a thing. It's in the Olympics. It might not work the same way. I think it might be a little different than I'm imagining, but I do like imagining it that way. So,
Wow.
so he's flexing his testicles. Just imagine that for a minute.
Thanks.
And then Brian proceeded to stab Terry with a knife in his body because he wasn't allowed to sit in the wrong seats.
Wow.
This sounds like some type of laboratory experiment to conclusively determine if your testosterone levels are higher than your IQ. Like, that's what this was.
Wait, let's retract. The guy with the nut swinging, he stabbed the other guy?
Yeah, the guy sitting in the wrong seats felt like he was done wrong and stabbed the guy who was like, hey, can I sit in the seats I paid for?
Dude, that's so fucked up.
Isn't
Wow.
it? You want to know what's better? Can anyone here guess the movie they were both about to see? Anyone? The First Purge. That's right. That's a movie where everyone in the
Ironic.
movie gets 12 hours to get away with any crime they want. Or what Brian, I assume, calls that thing I hope happens so I can get back at all those people who said I peaked in high school, part 3.
Wow. Wow.
Although,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you heard about The Purge, those movies?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the latest one of that. It's like a prequel of the first Purge. Although honestly,
Oh, I thought you meant like the first Purge movie. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
it
was
is.
thinking too.
No, this is the
But
first.
it's the actual prequel to the first. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
It's when the first one happened. Yeah. Although honestly, I'm a little disappointed in Terry, the victim,
Yeah.
because you're coming to watch the fucking Purge and you let somebody stab you in the front of your family. Like, at least bite an ear off or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
go at him, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're here for a reason.
What do you stab him with?
A knife, like 6 inches in. Whoa.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, because you need that to, I guess, get butter on your popcorn.
Yeah.
He was defending his family who wasn't there.
Is
Yeah.
Terry dead?
Terry's fine. He did go to the hospital, but Terry made it through. I don't think he got to see the movie, unfortunately. but
he got to see enough
Well,
of it.
based on the other Purge films, probably fortunately he didn't get to see.
right.
Exactly.
So,
This is like the Purge in 4D, right? It's like where they have the vibrating seats and stuff. They got a guy stabbing you. It's like this feels so real. This is amazing.
honey, can you see this? This is great.
This blood feels like real blood that's mine and still warm. So we know what movie I'm not going to go see, but is it news?
I'm gonna say, personally,
Yeah.
it's ironic. It's funny, but it's not
Yeah.
news.
Oh, all right.
It's
Not
not
news. All right. Fair enough.
Where was this? Where was this?
This was in a movie theater.
But
I didn't catch it. I was trying to just gloss over. Now I got to look it up.
It's got to be some weird area.
I got to
man.
read things.
Like
Texas, Sherman, Texas.
Of course.
Texas,
Yeah, of course it's in
yeah,
Texas.
No, people get stabbed all the time.
I'm surprised people weren't just shooting like machine guns at each other.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
All right. So what do you got? We're running a little low on time,
Understood.
right? So we're gonna do maybe a little bit of a faster version. We'll give you some headlines.
Yeah.
If you have questions, feel free to ask, but we won't like pitch it to you. All
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So Adam, what do you got?
Dr. Bum Bum, Brazil plastic surgeon on the run after patient dies.
I know you have questions. There's no way you don't have questions.
Dr. Bum Bum.
Jett,
It's obviously.
Jett looks like he's been hit by a truck.
I-
He's like, what the fuck was just said?
So this is obviously an ass implanter guy.
Yes, actually he is.
Either that or
Wow.
he might do public service and do plastic surgery on bums,
Wow.
on homeless
But
people.
he said it first though, so he said it was an ass guy. He's
I'm
on the
gonna-
run.
Well, he might just do asses of homeless people.
Oh man, didn't think
That
about
guy's
that.
a saint.
Yeah. Damn,
They're sitting all the
Saint
time.
Bum Bum.
how did it happen though?
How did the
they-
death occur?
Yeah, how did
Oh, no,
death
that's
occur?
easy. I saw this article. He used compressed air.
It makes the cut. It makes the cut.
it makes the cut, man.
Wait, I need to know. Is that really why, or what's the reason for it?
It's still undetermined.
He made an
right,
incision.
so-
in the
so-
butt.
I
anything
think we know.
undetermined
I
makes
think
the
we know.
cut.
Yeah.
Anything undetermined makes the cut. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
he,
sure.
he made an incision in the butt cheek, and it sliced straight through the lung.
Honestly,
Attached.
to be honest, when you said like Brazilian and butt, it made the cut.
Facts.
I lost it all. I was
that's
like,
like
ooh. I
that's
was
my
like,
that's my
Chiamo.
Pornhub search right there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all he
Yeah.
got.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, like it's
Brazilian
like, yeah.
bum bum. Got it.
I didn't even get the story. I just got like Brazilian and butt, and that's when I was like, dude, I'm
Bubble
so
butt.
in. Like nothing else matters. I might be lost for the
Brazilian
rest of
bubble
the
butt.
interview. Sorry.
All right.
Facts.
Miami man. This is your Florida one that I stole from you, I think. Miami man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. Yeah, that's a man with no arms who stabbed a tourist.
Just a big question mark.
You got to be distracted as a tourist if a guy with no arms can stab you, right? You have to be like, look at that architecture. Oh, holy shit. Where did that come from?
Either that or he really was in the first Purge when everyone's still like, is this for real? Like, are we really doing this? Oh my God.
Yeah. Woo. When asked, the man with no arms said, that dude was in my seat. So yeah, news, not news. Any questions? Do you have any questions?
How? Just my question is
I'm gonna
how?
give you 2 words, and I want you to piece this together in your head.
Okay.
Scissors, feet.
Wow.
Yeah. I read it and I was like, I need more information. There's no more information. That's all I got.
Wow.
He stabbed someone with a pair of scissors using his feet, which I don't even know if I can charge him with a crime at that point.
Yeah.
That's skill.
I was about to
Right.
say.
I just want to be like, high five. Oh, sorry. I apologize. That was rude.
Yo, get this man on fucking X Factor. or
I would
some
be
shit.
Right.
very impressed,
That
and I
is-
would not press charges.
You're right. If I got stabbed by that guy, I would be like, good job. Like,
Yeah,
I
right?
should have dodged.
I'd be like, hey, man, let me shake your.
Yo, that's a warrior right there.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
So, news?
That's news.
All
That's
right.
definitely
Hell
news.
yeah, bro. That's skill.
All right, Adam, your
That's
last
preparatory
one.
action, bro.
Dude, that's awesome.
All right, so for my last one, the actual headline is kind of dull. So we'll get that out of the way. Remaking Sharing Human Technology with Plants by Hexa. So I've substituted my own headline, if I may.
All right.
Man who's obviously never seen a sci-fi film creates prosthesis that allows plants to walk around on their own.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
That's crazy.
Man, he's like, what's a prosthesis?
What's prosthesis? I need to know what prosthesis is.
Wow.
So I actually watched the video. He's literally got plants and this
The butt
thing that
doctor.
looks like a little robotic spider that walks around your house. Like, oh, I need more sun, so it'll like walk into the sunlight. And oh, I need water, so I'm gonna go pester the homeowner until they water me, and then inevitably end up killing them for their water or something.
With
I don't
these
know.
scissors.
Yeah,
Wow.
with scissors.
So what I'm curious about is like, what's the actual purpose for that?
So that you stop. It's so you stop killing your houseplants.
So
You just make them all sentient and movable so that they can sun themselves, shade themselves, and beg for water.
so does it
Challenge
have-
accepted.
Does it have that like intelligence to where when it sees that the plant does it feel that the plant needs, better oxygen here or like better sunlight and it just goes and does its thing?
From what I've read on here, that seems to be the case.
Or
Wow,
it's the
dude.
plant controlling it.
Wow.
And the plant is thinking and being like, I would like a
If the
strawberry
plant's not
milkshake.
controlling it
Wow.
yet, the plant will.
Oh, God.
Because again,
I'm sorry. That's news because that's super impressive.
Yeah.
It's super impressive.
And made up, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah,
Nope.
right.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Well, you saw a video of it. It's legitimate.
All they
this
have
is
to-
a legitimate thing.
I need
All they
that
have
link.
to do is figure out a way. So a prosthesis is like a fake limb or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if they make a prosthesis that makes corn be able to shoot a gun, we're screwed, especially in like Nebraska.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
it's gonna take over the whole state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm done. Prosthetics. Stupid. Okay.
You got it. You're not dumb, bro.
Yeah, it's,
Prosthesis.
yeah,
Prosthesis. Okay.
yeah, it's a condom.
Right. Gotcha.
Um,
For sure.
all right, last but not least,
What are those? So now it's-
Oh.
this is my favorite headline of the entire show. Man was not drinking while driving, comma, just at stop signs.
Wow.
Yeah, that was his defense. Yeah, officer, I was not drinking while driving.
Wait, that's
I was just drinking at the
Wait.
stop signs.
that's so dope. 'Cause it's true. It's true, man. You're not driving. You're stopped.
It's like I'd pull
Damn,
over,
that's a-
I'd take a swig, and then off to the races
Man,
again.
he could plead his case pretty well, for sure.
I don't think the law says that you have to be in motion at the moment that you're drinking.
Nah,
That's
but
very true.
Yeah, it's as long as the engine's on.
Yeah.
Trust me, I checked. Yeah.
That's
nah,
why what you do. The trick is right. Is what you do. You get in the passenger seat, right? You drink. You make the plant drive.
Can we drive? No, let me stop. Nah, it doesn't make news.
No.
It's clever. It's witty. It's cool.
Yeah.
But nah, it doesn't make my news. I'd be so mad if I like opened something. I'd probably be like, "This is a travesty. This is terrible." I'd be complaining.
Oh, I see. So tortilla chips
Unacceptable.
catch fire, not a travesty.
yeah.
But a guy finds a loophole in the law, and you're like, no.
Yeah, man, I can't give a one up to drunk driving.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the weather report. What we need to know now, Adam, I think you won this week. Congratulations.
Congrats, guy.
But we need to know, what are you going to name this publication?
I don't. Would you like for me to name this one, bro?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, man.
I would name it.
It's just the Manny show.
Yeah, I
Jeff,
know.
like, you do it. I'm going to hang out here.
Yeah, I'm cool
He's
now,
such a
chilling.
cool, calm
Yeah.
and collect dude. He's like,
Yeah.
whatever, bro. I would name it like the bullshit feed. You know what I mean? Like
The bullshit feed.
Actually,
Okay.
let's feed you bullshit. Like,
You know
what I
it's
mean?
coming.
Like, let's feed you bullshit. You
Right.
know?
All right. I like it. At least what you're doing is you're making sure that people have expectations that are correct. right?
Yes. You're
You're like, don't expect
when they're getting
too much.
spoon-fed
Bullshit
that
feed?
bullshit. Yeah.
The
you
bullshit
know?
feed.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it.
All
I
right.
love it, though.
Excellent. Well, we've. How do you guys feel like you did?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you guys are the people we should be applauding because that was awesome. I mean, it takes time to really research that stuff, and honestly, like I was interested the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully everybody listening was also interested and they don't go, holy shit, this is boring.
Yeah,
I'm going to go put some compressed air up my ass.
Either that or they're now all eyeing their houseplants a bit more warily.
Yeah, right.
Man,
This is it.
It's crazy.
Right.
I'm gonna do it.
They're like, every time I cut one of the limbs off that aloe, it grows back. All right, so excellent. We made it through that. You guys, Jett, you brought us a track. This is pretty newly released, just last month.
Yes.
You said it's called Energy. It's from an EP called For the Ride.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about this project. What inspired you to do for
the Ride?
For the Ride, and then the Energy track on that.
Okay, so the inspiration was having a versatile collection of different songs that attracted different people. So they're all different styles on the project.
Oh, okay. So there's not a
so
main theme when it comes to style.
No.
Okay.
No. The theme of the project is wake up every day with the mindset that I'm going to be better than I was the previous day.
Oh, cool. All right.
Chase a dream.
Yeah.
But still know how to have fun while you're doing it and still know how to like party and have a good time.
We have to, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's
So-
important. If you hate what you're doing, then you're not going to keep doing it.
That's
Right. So a lot of people, once they listen to it, the week after, they send me a message in my inbox saying, I like this specific song. I like this certain song. And it was very different. Like the spectrum was very diverse. So that
Everyone
was my
has
whole
a different favorite.
Yeah, that was my whole intention, the whole project. So
okay.
hearing all of that was awesome. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so with Energy in specific, like, where'd you record this? Where are you doing?
I
your
record
work?
everything in my house.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I mix and master.
So you did the
everything.
whole project from beginning to end.
I didn't produce any of the beats.
Okay.
I did the engineering
Nice.
of it, but I have friends who were the producers of the tracks.
And
who we collaborated
they part of the collective?
A few of them are, yes. A few
Well,
of them
they
are.
should join if they're not.
Yeah, I got it. We have to have a conversation. I like meeting people like in person and having conversation with them about it to get them involved in it. But yeah, it was a very cool project. Energy is all about the positivity in my life and the positivity I like keeping around me at all times. So that's what that
Awesome.
track's all about.
Well, let's take a listen to it. If you want to hear the entire track, fast forward to the 1 hour mark of this show.
Cool.
But let's take a little sample of this. This is the song Energy from the EP For the Ride by Jett Bailey.
Relax your mind, ain't shit to stress about. You're wasting time, you need to figure out what makes you smile and keep that shit around. Your energy is everything, meet me above the ground. Vibes on vibes, I need that energy around. Positivity is really winning, never acting like someone I'm not. I done came across a lot of people acting like they way too good to talk. And I ain't tripping, I just think it's funny why you acting hard when we know you soft. See, I might be fly, but I'm me though. Never ever said I'm better than an emo. I can have a conversation with just anybody and come to find a real intimacy.
You know, I have to admit, having you in studio here, this is a perfect fit for you. Like,
Thanks.
this is how I'd expect your music to sound.
Dope.
Like, it's got obviously a great beat to it, but like there's this kind of this chill energy, but it's not like lazy or anything like that, right? It's just kind of like there's an intensity to it, but a laid back kind of intensity.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It's very cool. You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
it's obviously completely different, like style wise, from something like Snoop Dogg, right? But
Yeah.
but that kind of same feel where he has that kind of things kind of just flow out of him. Like that's what I kind of hear there, like that feel.
Cool.
But yeah, this is great. So, and then if I listen to any of the other tracks on this EP, you're saying it
They're very
switches up.
different. Yeah, they're very different.
Very
We
cool.
have a lot of we have some turn up in there. We have some very mellow stuff in there. We have some jazzy stuff in there.
And this falls more into the like laid back side of things, and then there's things that are turned up from here.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. It's very diverse. It's pretty
And
cool.
I assume this is a track that you're going to be playing up at the big show on Thursday, August 2nd at Milk Boy Art House.
We're closing it out with this.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So
Close
you've heard it here. You will, if you listen to the entire track at the 1 hour mark of this show, you can learn all the lyrics. You can sing along. That's up in College Park, Maryland on Thursday, August 2nd. This is the first headlining show for you, so it's a big deal.
Very
If
big
people
deal.
are near and around College Park, go check out Jett Bailey.
Thank you.
Manny, you going to be there?
Yes, I will.
Performing with me.
Are you? All
Yes, I
right.
am.
So you're one of the very talented openers.
I'm just gonna be singing.
Oh, you're
you
going
know?
to sing with? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
jumping on
yeah,
the set
you
with
know.
him.
Exactly.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Are
Yeah,
you the
it's gonna
hype
be
man?
great. No. I mean, the
Yeah!
hype, the
We hype
hype
each
just
other
comes
up.
from it comes from the energy that we give, and if it's received properly, then we just give more and more. I mean, gosh.
So you
Right.
don't need a really old white guy just yelling on stage.
If you
Wait.
ever wanted to be a hype man,
I wouldn't classify you as old though, so
not at all.
Well,
not at
thank
all.
you.
I
No
will bring you in
problem,
a
no
New York
problem.
minute, though. I swear. I swear.
So, all right. So, if you want to find out more about the show, you want to follow Jett Bailey and what he's doing, see the things that are happening live. Right now, we're streaming on Instagram. Go up to Instagram, search for Jett Bailey 301. That's Jett with 2 T's. So www.instagram.com/Jett Bailey 301. And you'll be able to see this video and other videos. And I assume a lot of other content that you guys are putting up there.
Yep.
definitely.
All right. So excellent. I'm glad that we got through that. Great music. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having us.
We are now, I know it's going to feel like we're not really grateful for having you here because for the next segment, we're just going to beat you down with trivia that you probably won't know.
Beautiful.
Get it?
And it's going to feel bad, but it's okay because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you do not get any right in our next segment, which is called Please God, Just Get One Right, you will, like our previous guest, will get to choose a category to torture the next guest of our show with.
Cool.
So you can pass on that shame and embarrassment and be free of it.
Sweet.
So yes, here's our stinger. I got a stinger.
Yep.
It's still terrible.
Don't forget my glorious stinger.
Yeah, no, that's still as bad as it ever was.
That's so terrible.
It really is. He thinks it's like a work of art.
Like your theme song was just like amazing. That intro was awesome.
Yeah,
and then
isn't
that's
it?
just like what? No, I'm sorry. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Damn, it's so
It was
messed
a
up,
joke.
man.
It was a joke. It was pretty good.
No, it's really bad. So Dan Wolf and the Muddy Crows. Dan Wolf was on last week, and I think he had to deal with HQ.
The HQ trivia app.
Have you heard this app? He had to have a trivia questions about a trivia app, which is terrible. Sometimes
Wow.
people just make us suffer, and so he I don't believe got any right. Or no, did he get one right?
He got the first one right.
He got the first one right and then failed all the other. We thought he was going to go really good on this, and it went badly from that point forward. So he decided, are you guys ready? He picked one for you, right? Are you ready to hear what your category is going to be?
Yes.
I feel like you might be a little disappointed. All right.
I'm scared.
Hold on to your butts. It is Care Bears. How confident on a scale of 1 to 10 do you feel right now?
Very confident. Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
Yeah. All
Let's do
right.
it. Let's do it.
So if this goes badly, I just want to let you know that Dan Wolf on July 28th will be at Denizens Brewing Company in Silver Spring, Maryland.
So we know where to find him.
Right, exactly. You could go up and you could put compressed air up his ass and ruin his lungs.
Let's do it.
So Care Bears, let's get started with this. These are not easy, so good luck. The Care Bears were created in 1981 by a licensing division of the American Greeting Card Company, TCFC.
Mm-hmm.
What does TCFC stand for? So it's a division of the American Greeting Cards Company, comma, TCFC. What does the TCFC stand for?
Something Card Foundation.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Um,
I like where you're heading with it.
the Caring
I'm not saying it's right.
Foundation of Cards.
TCFC.
I like that. I like it when people come up with the things that are at least plausible, right? Or so ridiculous there's no chance that that's right.
You ever just hear something and your brain just goes like, boop, it's just like nothing there. I'm lost. TCFC.
It was a good guess, Jett.
Yeah.
It was, honestly, this is so weird. It stands for Those Characters from Cleveland. That's the name of the company. Yeah.
Is that where they're based?
Yeah, out of Cleveland. Yeah. So Care Bears, a licensing division of American Greeting Cards Company, TCFC.
Where's this show going to be at? No, I'm kidding. This is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. All right. You're up.
In the 1985 Care Bears movie,
We all saw
Nicholas uses pretty much all made-up words in the spells he casts. However, when casting a spell on his mentor to put him to sleep, what real American slang term does Nicholas use?
Shit.
Nah.
Go the shit to sleep.
What year was this released?
1985.
You said American slang, right?
Yes.
Yes.
American slang.
Dang.
It's not an American
No,
slang
to go to
from the 80s.
To go to sleep, bro.
To go to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, snooze.
Ooh.
Mm.
Wait.
Neither of those are even slightly close.
Wait, nah. Let's retract.
All right, stepping back.
All right.
You gotta get a running start at this one.
You guys got anything?
We've also got videographers and photographers here. I think.
Yes,
Is that the official titles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Donnie right here raps too.
Donnie. All right, nice.
have a track coming up too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, let's think.
They don't have microphones.
No.
We didn't let them have microphones.
They don't want to be in this hot seat right now anyway.
Because they'd be like, I don't know. You're
This
screwed.
seat feels like some flaming tortillas.
All right. The longer you take, is it more likely to come to you? Or
No,
no.
not at
All
all.
right.
Not at all.
Let's go
All
with
right.
it.
What is it?
Okay. The answer we were looking for is Ishkabibble.
All right, man. Next.
Yeah. No, this is. I was actually surprised as hell too. It's a real life slang term from 1913.
I'm hip.
That means who cares?
Yeah, I've heard
Ishkabibble.
that before. I've heard it before, actually, a number of times.
We need to make it in a rap, right? I mean, that would be a great word to throw into a
Yeah.
rhyme.
challenge
Ishkabibble?
accepted. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
We could-
Ishkabibble, you get Ishkabibble all over the place.
Yeah,
Sure
sure.
it is.
Yeah. No, that's like not in a million years. You go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he literally was just like, no. I could feel the no from when I said
Right.
challenge accepted.
There was heat of
We just throw an Ishkabibble in there.
Ishkabibble,
Yeah.
sir. Ishkabibble.
Ishkabibble.
Gotta
Ishkabibble.
enunciate on the
Dribble.
B.
Ishkabibble.
There's so many
Dribble.
things you could use this for.
Riddle.
Yeah. No, it's
Whistle.
it's rap gold, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Ishkabibble.
It is.
Cool.
And then you're gonna find out somebody's gonna be like, "What the hell was that fucking word?" And you'll be like, "It's from 1913."
Yeah. Get your facts straight.
Yeah, why don't you go read something?
Yeah, right.
About Care Bears and shit. How about that?
In
you
Dec-
know,
all right,
bitch.
so in December 1983, American Greetings and CPG Productions lost a lawsuit against Easter Unlimited importers of a line known as Message Bears. They were the importers of a line of toys called Message Bears. According to New York City Judge Leonard B. Sand, what was different about Message Bears that made them a different product from Care Bears? So there was something that
They had a battery.
differentiated.
They had a battery with
Oh.
a voice in it because Care Bears don't have batteries.
That's true. That was a Teddy Ruck spin, I think you're thinking of. But
So
I have no idea, but yeah.
no, it's actually really much smaller than that. And I thought this was amazing. So they got sued and they won because there was enough difference. And all the difference was they did not have the heart-shaped tag that Care Bears had.
Wow.
So the tag on a Care Bear was a heart. They didn't have that. And they were like, yeah, that's different.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I really wanted to get that once.
yeah,
I feel like that was a great answer.
That was a pretty decent answer, bro.
no, that was
because
good.
you said carries a message.
Yes,
So
that's
if someone
true.
has
Message
usually
bear.
a battery has a voice to it.
It was a good answer.
You know what I
I
mean?
think that these are tough, and
Yeah.
you've come with a couple of good ones.
All right,
Adam,
So as Keith alluded earlier, the Care Bears originally started out as a line of greeting cards in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the original artist who painted the bears for American Greetings?
oh, you got this.
Oh yeah. That's so easy. Gustav Klimt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he did it, right? Wasn't it like the kiss?
Gold bears.
Like the golden bear kiss?
Can we get a first vowel and last the first letters of each
we want-
first and last name letters?
Sure, yeah, because that's not going to help you at all. All right,
Yeah, right?
CR.
CR. Yeah, the famous artist with the initials CR.
Clevis.
No, that is not it.
Chris Rutherford. That's it.
No,
Chris
the,
Rutherford.
the answer we're looking for is Claire Russell.
Claire
All right.
Oh, I
Russell.
had a
Close enough.
CL. I have a CL.
Yeah,
Close
you got one extra letter.
Claire.
We gave you 2 letters. You gave us 1 back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, last but not least for me, in 1986, a second Care Bear movie came out, Care Bears Movie 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a new
Creative.
generation.
Oh.
Yes.
I was going to go with
man.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right.
Oh man.
A second Care Bear movies came out, The Purge. What was the name of the new villain in this movie?
And the Care Bear.
Yeah, in the Care Bear movies
The villain,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
There's always a villain, bro.
Yeah, they
in
have
Care
to fight
Bears,
somebody.
yeah.
They got to Care Bear stare the guy, right?
Yeah, they got to carry the crap out of him.
Mhm.
I don't know the answer, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna say Gargamel.
That's a Smurfs.
Yeah, I know.
So you're going for that crossover movie.
Yeah, the crossover
We're
movie.
doing Gargamel for 100.
I like it.
Yeah, a Gargamel
Jet-
for 100, Adam.
Jet, you got anyone?
Meanie pants.
I like Jet's better.
Oh,
Good old meanie
I
pants.
thought we were cool.
Yeah, no, stop talking to me. Dark Heart.
Dark
Dark Heart.
Dang it.
All right,
You know, I
got-
knew that though.
I feel like
Yeah,
I just was afraid to expose myself as a Care Bear fan.
I understand because you could be judged.
I'm wearing Care Bear
Yeah.
underwear right now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That's all he's wearing, people. I'm looking at it right now.
I feel awkward standing next to you with them on right now.
I know.
Chill, get away
Thanks,
Put
guys.
something
Thanks.
on. Is that a Care Bear onesie now? Oh, why are you putting that on?
Put that back, bro.
Oh, that's got footies on it. Jesus Christ.
I got the parka too, guys.
All right, you got
In case it gets cold.
one last opportunity. This is it.
Let's do it.
Push all your chips to the center of the table because you're going all in. What do we got?
In 1983, during the height of the Care Bears craze, Kids Stuff Records released 5 albums of music based on the Care Bears. All of them except for the Care Bears birthday party.
Yep.
They all featured writing, production, and performance credits from 2 lead singers of which popular music act?
I know
and
this.
There's actually 2 possible answers, and I will accept either one.
I know this.
You said which popular music act?
Yep.
Yeah, so
What-
these two
1983.
guys,
1983?
these two guys performed on all of them except for the one album. What other famous, the names, music act were they the lead singers of?
What genre?
Do
was
they
it?
know the names?
What genre? What genre?
1983, you said?
1983.
Yeah, so Phil Collins was on everything. So I'm just gonna say Phil Collins. He was on everything. Literally, he's on. You can't even say no. It was Phil Collins. He was on everything. I will not accept it.
Each
no.
of those albums was also featuring a cover of Rains in Africa.
Yeah, right, right. Phil Collins
The
for
answer's
500.
Toto.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not Phil Collins. Do you have anyone?
Um,
I think you guys are dead in the water on this one because I don't even recognize these names.
Bon Jovi.
That would be awesome.
That would be
That'd be
great.
fire.
So
would
as
be
for
so
musicals in
great.
which they were the lead singers of, and you picked the names of bands who named their lead singer.
Yeah,
One lead
right,
singer.
right. That's great.
Nope. Either answer could have been the Turtles or Flo and Eddie.
Don't know either of them.
Yeah, so
Okay, well,
I'm
thought they were bigger than I
90%
guess they
sure
actually are.
those are both cartoons. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, those are both real music acts.
All right.
Wow.
Flo and Eddie were characters in Frank Zappa with his band that later broke off, and then the Turtles, they had that song "So Happy Together" that played
Oh,
on
yeah.
the original Smash Brothers commercial.
yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you knew them.
Can't see me loving nobody.
Yeah. All right. So
Nice.
that.
Oh
you
yeah,
had a
that was
shot.
a good vibe.
Yeah,
That was a great vibe.
great vibe.
All right. You know what? Unfortunately, you aren't the first ones to miss all of the questions. You won't be the last ones. It's very difficult. When you go off the show and you hear other people coming on, you'll be like, you got to study some because this is tough.
Yeah.
But what we need most, and this is a question that you can absolutely get right. What is the category for the next artist?
Do you guys know who the next artist coming through is?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Ah.
You just throw something at
I
them.
was gonna name if we knew could probably name something kind of difficult for them.
You can be difficult to complete strangers. It's fine.
Pandas?
I mean, do you know
Sure.
Dan Wolf? Because he threw Care Bears at you. I'm just saying.
I like pandas.
Pandas? Okay.
I like pandas.
At least I think Care Bears are cool. So
Yeah.
respect to Dan Will.
Yeah, respect to him.
Yeah, pandas are cool.
Pandas?
Panda.
All right. We're
We're
going
gonna
to
stick
do
that very Ursa Day theme.
Yeah, so that if you listen next week, you will hear 6 questions about pandas that need to be answered. And
Can we give you a question?
sure, I've never had anybody give me a question. What would
Nice.
you like to hear them answer?
What was the name of
Butterstick.
the hip hop artist who released the song called Panda back in 2014.
There we go.
Mm.
There we go.
All right.
I think it was 2014. Don't quote me, but there's a very
We
well-known.
have to quote you. It's your question.
Well.
That's literally what we're doing
You might
right
have
now.
to. You might have to find the exact date on it. I think it was 2014 though, about 4 years ago, where I think it was a #1 hit for.
Quite some time.
Yeah, quite some.
Is
time.
that the one where he just like it's like
Panda,
all
panda,
made up
panda.
words and
He
stuff?
got bras in Atlanta, man.
All right.
He got bras in Atlanta. Panda.
All right. Let's
2015.
2015. Oh,
2015.
look, he's got it. All right, cool. All right,
Yeah.
that'll be one of them then. All right, so let's get moving forward because you've got a fantastic story that I want to make sure that we get to, and we've been having too much fun. We're running a little late on stuff, but so we're doing near and far. We've got 2 stories. We may not get to the second one, but the first one I'm really excited about. You guys said there was a crazy party night out in LA, California.
Yes.
What went down?
Go ahead, Parks.
Okay. So my brother, he lived in California, and he came to visit us
Okay.
while we were out there,
Shooting a
just
music
doing
video.
some music and shooting a music video. Had a
Nice.
great time. He takes us to a spot that he went to the week prior in downtown LA called the Reserve,
Okay.
and we had a great time. We got drunk as shit.
As you do,
We
right?
partied
Yeah.
super hard. I mean, Jett was gone. He was up there. He was gone.
Like
he
a
was
jet.
taking flight. Yeah.
Yes, just like.
And,
so that's why he's
um,
not telling the story.
just like-
Yeah. Right.
It's like I don't
I just
remember
let
any
the
of it.
videos on my phone speak for themselves.
Yes. Yes.
So,
You note to self:
you know?
if you party with him, be careful because there's going to be videos
I'll get you.
everywhere, and he got tons of videos of me everywhere. But it was the best night of my life. I don't know about his life, but my life it was
Yeah.
the best night ever.
no,
and
I've had much better.
yes. So we went to
I was like, that was like a 4.
I've had much better. No, it was like a 2.
well, actually, no. Actually, yes. For him, it was like a 2.
It
For
started.
me,
It started
it was
off as
amazing.
a 10,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and it just ended up at a 2.
Because we went to
Oh.
the club, and from the club we end up, meeting this hot chick, and then a not
who
so
got her
hot
first,
chick.
though?
Who? I mean, my brother actually. got
No,
that
you
hot
said you
chick.
saw her, and then you didn't say anything. But then she wrapped around, and then I saw her, and I was like, ooh. Pulled her, got a couple drinks, and then I introduced you to her.
Oh no, you're talking about a different chick.
Oh, there were
This
2
was
chicks.
earlier in the night, bro.
No, you're talking about that one chick. I'm talking about the end of the night when we were outside
Are
of the
you
club.
okay? You fast forwarded.
I
man.
fast
Yeah,
forwarded.
you're already way ahead.
We're short on
Whatever.
time. We're short on time.
All right, go ahead. Tell it.
So
This
anyway,
is also the night that Manny discovered Care Bears, and it changed his life forever.
everything changed.
All right, bro.
we
ahead.
we go from the club, right?
Yeah.
We end up going to a rooftop party in
Oh,
in like
nice.
a huge apartment. It
Which
was
in
great.
Which in LA is great because there's no rain. It's beautiful weather, right?
Yes,
So-
yes. And then this dude here, right next to me, Jett Bailey, he was so lit and got so agitated with these girls because they were so indecisive. They wanted to party, but they didn't want to party. They wanted to let loose, but they didn't
Yeah.
want to let loose. And it was really irritating. And this dude just wanted to like have fun, and he wanted to fuck. You know what I mean?
Why wouldn't you?
So
right?
he's like, yo, we're in the elevator, we're about to leave this party, and these girls were like, hey, you guys want to come back to our hotel room? And at that point, I'm like, ka-ching, let's go,
yeah, absolutely. I'm down.
And
Only one of them looked good.
yes, only one of them did look good. Everybody else,
He's
Yeah,
already
but
throwing
you
the
just- you
excuses for what's
stare-
about to happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
we just stare at that one while you fuck
one
the
of them
other
was
one.
Team
good.
player.
I felt great because I really like connected with the good looking one. Come to find out they were doctors. Make a long story short.
Oh, they put compressed air on your butt.
You woke up with
we're
one
in the
kidney.
elevator. This dude's like, "Yo, girls getting sloppy with the toppy or nah?" Super
What?
drunk. They getting sloppy with the toppy or nah? And I'm like, "Yo, Jett, chill." Jett doesn't even realize that it's an elevator full of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, we get into this car, this Uber that they have. We drive
Just
to their
shaking
hotel.
his head.
I
like
don't
now.
remember that.
It is a goddamn like wonderland. You know what
Yeah?
I mean? It's amazing, this hotel room. So we get in there. The hotel room is filthy. I go and I see this chick. I the first thing I do, just drop down, get butt ass naked, and I start to walk into the shower.
Sure.
This girl walks up behind me, and she's like, "Can I watch you take a shower?" I was like, "Do whatever you want to do. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit." Oh, it sucks. Hold up. Anyway, long story short, Jack comes in and he's like, yo, are you getting in the shower with him or nah? Quit playing. Get in the shower. Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible, man. Great night. There's so much more to tell.
All right. Well, next time you come on, we'll have to hear the entire story.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Also coming up this week, obviously Thursday, August 2nd, Milk Boy Art House in College Park. Check out Jett Bailey headlining the show. Thursday, July 26th, Danbury at Matchbox, Juro Williams at Mount Vernon Triangle, Better Homes at Milk Boy Art House, Yellow Tie Guide at Sullivan's. Friday, July 27th, Turtle Recall at Whitlow's. Saturday, July 28th, Brett Repco at Union Jacks, and Yellow Tie Guy at Denham Square Coffee House. Please like our posts, follow us, retweet us, share the show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We cannot do this without you. Most of all, thanks to Jett Bailey for wasting a perfectly good time with us, a perfectly good hour with us. This has been another wasted hour, and if you just realized that, don't blame us. We warned you.
Nice.
Oh, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe, it's a vibe, yeah. Hey, it's good vibes in here, good energy, baby. Let's keep that shit around though. Ready? Hey. Relax your mind, ain't shit to stress about. You're wasting time, you need to figure out what makes you smile and keep that shit around. Your energy is everything, meet me up off the ground. Relax your mind, ain't shit to stress about. You're wasting time, you need to figure out what makes you smile and keep that shit around. Your energy is everything, meet me up off the ground. Vibes on vibes, I need that energy around. Positivity is really winning, never acting like someone I'm not. I done came across a lot of people acting like they way too good at talk. And I ain't tripping, I just think it's funny why you acting hard when we know you soft. See, I might be fly, but I'm me though. Never ever said I'm better than an emo. I can have a conversation with just anybody and come to find a real intimacy to steal. Never judge a book by its cover, there's no need for that. If you take the time to even interact, you might find some commonality and laughs and meet the best friend that you ever had. Hey, relax your mind, ain't shit to stress about. You're wasting time, you need to figure out what makes you smile and keep that shit around. Your energy is everything. Right. Meet me up off the ground. I remember days in school when I ain't even say too much. I've always just been so observant. I've always done my own thing, but as the time progressed, I progressed too. It's just a part of growing up. Now that quiet kid from that same school got a new view, a new outlook. I hate it when people feel uncomfortable, but I love to keep them involved. And I ain't asking you to change who you are. I'm just hoping that we can't talk, cause you never know what someone else is going through. That's why I hate it when they get judged. If you don't got a voice yet, then I'm speaking up for your homie. That's love, real. I went up to a girl the other day just to ask how she was, just to ask for a name, right? And she looked at me like, huh, what? Nah, I'm okay. Then she walked away. It was the funniest thing. I couldn't help but laugh. I was just trying to spread love and meet a new friend. Smooth as hell with a hella chill. Then I took a second just to understand that she was so damn lost in the pack in a group of wolves who act just like that. All their bodies was on point, all their faces was intact, all they wore was looking rich, all them had designer bags, mysterious shit, but they inside's trash. And that's more common nowadays, just a fact. I don't grow up in a lost sign with a media can ruin life. Gotta find a cure for that. Come on. I don't know why it's like this. Where the love, where the vibes, what we hiding. We might trip, we might fall, but we gon' rise. I got hopes, I got dreams to go inspire. Hey, relax your mind, ain't shit to stress about. You're wasting time, you need to figure out what makes you smile and keep that shit around. Your energy is everything. Meet me up off the ground. Yo. I came in and say, man, good work. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all really tuned into what was being said throughout this whole project. You know what I mean? Some turn up in there. You know what I mean? But it's also a lot of like motivational shit, a lot of positive energy, a lot of good vibes in this. You know what I'm saying? Never wake up and feel like you're obligated to live by the status quo. You know? I don't ever feel that way. I never will. So that's my objective, man, just to motivate people to do the same and, you know, manifest. This is For the Ride, EP, 2018, by Jett Bailey. Like.
Bye.